comedic comeback. Jay Leno returns to the stage after being hospitalized for serious burns. He was even cracking jokes at his own expense. Holiday price hike. You'll be paying more for your Christmas tree this year. We'll tell you some ways to save. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. Jay Leno returned to the stage for the first time since suffering serious burns. He performed Sunday night at the Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa Beach. He even cracked jokes on his way into the club.
We got two shows tonight, regular and extra crispy. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he's bringing it. You're bringing it.
Never thought of myself as a roast comic. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Good night.
It's good to see him in good spirits, right? The 72-year-old is making a remarkable recovery. Just 2 weeks ago, he suffered second and third degree burns while working on one of his vintage cars. He couldn't wait to get back to work. Fans love Sunday night's show and love seeing him back on stage.
He was fantastic.
Yeah, Jay did. He was fantastic.
Yeah. Loved it. Well, great show. We had fun.
We saw him a few years ago in Atlantic City. He was wonderful, and it was just so nice to see him again.
He got great reviews. Jay Leno has 3 more shows at the Comedy and Magic Club in December if you want to check him out. Some controversy ahead of the U.S. men's soccer team's match against Iran Tuesday at the 2022 World Cup. Iran wants the U.S. to be expelled. It all started after the U.S. Soccer Federation changed Iran's flag on its social media platforms without the emblem of the Islamic Republic. That was to show support for Iranian women fighting for basic human rights. Iran is claiming the U.S. violated the FIFA rules. Its state news agency has been showing protesters burning the U.S. flag. The normal Iranian flag with the emblem has been restored in the U.S. team's social media post. Getting home after the holiday weekend has been a challenge for some folks. There have been thousands of flight delays and cancellations over the weekend because of bad weather. But things seem to improve Monday with fewer cancellations and delays. Now that holiday shopping is in full swing, the U.S. Postal Service wants you to know deadlines are rapidly approaching if you want to get your packages to their destinations in time. You still have about 3 weeks if you're sending packages by ground or first class. If you want your mail to arrive before December 25th, you'll need to send it out by the 17th. For priority mail, the deadline is December 19th. And if you want to pay extra for a Priority Mail Express, you have until December 23rd. Now, keep in mind, if you're sending things to Alaska, Hawaii, or international destinations, shipping deadlines are much sooner, by next week in some cases. So remember that. Keep that information. Write it down. Don't forget. Keep your umbrella handy. Meteorologist David Bigger is tracking a chance of rain in your first alert forecast.
Hi, Robin. As we go through the next couple of days, we'll actually be watching for quite a change in the overall weather across the region. First of all, for Monday, we've had a lot in the way of low cloud cover just kind of lingering around for a good portion of the day, and that's all because of this weather system right here that's sitting off just to our northeast. Now, the reason why we haven't seen any rainfall from the system is because we have an area of high pressure that's sitting off the coastline. We call this a blocking high. Look what it's done with this jet stream. Push it well up to the north, keep storm systems away from us. However, as we go through the next couple of days, this will start to move off toward the west, and a new area of low pressure will drop into the Pacific Northwest. This weather system will actually get a lot closer to Southern California, and that'll bring us some chances of rain as we get into Friday and kind of open the door for maybe some additional showers to come our way as we get into the weekend. But we'll be working on that part of the forecast as we go through the week ahead. That's a look at the weather. Back over to you, Robin.
Police say the man accused of killing a mom, a grandmother, and grandfather kidnapped a teenager from her Riverside home. This is the suspect, 28-year-old Austin Lee Edwards. Detectives say he worked for police and sheriff's departments in Virginia. They say he targeted the family after forming an online relationship with the teen. Edwards was killed by San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies during a pursuit that ended in the desert outside of Baker. The teenager was not injured and is now in protective custody. We're now hearing from the attorney for former Rams wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. He was removed from a flight heading to LAX, and airline officials say he appeared to be unconscious. Beckham was seen Sunday walking through an airport terminal in Miami, escorted by police. In a statement, police say that airline crew were worried that he was seriously ill and may get worse on the flight. They tried to wake him up to fasten his seatbelt, but they say that he appeared to be in and out of consciousness. Well, Beckham appeared to refer to the incident, tweeting, "Never in my life have I experienced what just happened to me." Now, in his statement, his attorney says that Beckham was not disruptive or combative and that sleeping on a plane should not be cause for removal. Governor Gavin Newsom is putting speculation to rest that he might challenge President Joe Biden for the Democratic nomination in 2024. In an interview with Politico, Newsom says that he made that promise to several members of the White House staff on the night of the midterm elections. He says he told the president he's all in on Biden's reelection and offered to hit the campaign trail on his behalf. Newsom is seen as a rising star in the Democratic Party. He's also been an outspoken critic of Republican leaders across the country. Now that the Thanksgiving holiday is over, many people are focused on finding that perfect Christmas tree, but be prepared to pay more this year for a spruce or noble fir. Prices are up about 5 to 15%, according to a survey by the Real Christmas Tree Board. Well, that translates into an extra $8 to $12 per tree on average compared with last year. Higher labor and transportation costs due to inflation are to blame, and finding certain types of popular Christmas trees like a grand fir may also be difficult this year.
The biggest challenge has really been obtaining product. Growers would tell you, geez, I don't have this particular size, I don't have this particular species.
If you're looking to save money, experts say shop around or consider buying a smaller Christmas tree, and there's always the option of artificial trees. But if you really want a real tree, lots here in Southern California are selling fresh pines. This weekend, a bunch of families visited the Christmas Tree Village in La Palma. It's just one of several farms where you can actually pick up a nice fresh tree. They have something for everyone, from a small 3-foot tree all the way up to an 8-foot tree or larger.
So we have 4 different types of trees: Douglas firs, noble firs, grand firs, Turkish firs this year, and Northern firs. What separates us from the rest of them is that we work very hard to keep these trees fresh.
I just love the smell of a fresh tree. If you want to visit the Christmas Tree Village, it's open every day from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. The holidays have officially arrived in Hollywood. This weekend, the city hosted its 90th annual Christmas parade. It made its way down Hollywood Boulevard, traveling about 3 miles total. Actor Danny Trejo served as this year's Grand Marshal. The parade featured 90 celebrities and VIPs, more than a dozen performers, 10 4-story tall balloons, nearly 40 movie cars, and a dozen bands from around the country.
I feel so honored to be even a part of it, and the Grand Marshal is like, wow, I used to cruise these streets in 1960.
And we salute all men and women in service. We're very proud of them, especially the Marines. We're proud of them, and we salute them all.
The annual parade supports Marine Toys for Tots, which is now celebrating its 75th anniversary. A Florida couple's proposal took a dramatic turn. Scott Klein was getting ready to pop the question during a boat ride when the ring box fell into the water. Unbelievable, right? So the couple was standing right there at the front of the boat, recreating the iconic Titanic pose. We all know that pose. Well, unfortunately, when Scott started to get down on his knee, the ring box fell into the water. Oh no! Well, he jumped right in, and luckily he was able to grab the box before it sank. He got back on the boat and proposed. All is well. She's happy. She said yes. And one friend commented on Facebook that this is how you know it's right, when everything goes wrong and ends perfect. That's a great save, right? And they're smiling. They're happy. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. And remember, NBC4 and Telemundo 52 are bringing back our Help for the Hungry campaign this holiday season to raise funds and provide meals to families in need all across Southern California. You can help by donating any amount. Just text H4H to 41444 or scan the code on your screen. That is now through December 31st. See you next time on The Rundown.